The world is changing and fast. For American businesses, the ground is shifting under our feet. So today, we're going to break down the biggest global risks coming our way, and most importantly, what they could mean for you.
So where are we getting this from? Well, our insights are pulled directly from the World Economic Forum's latest super comprehensive global risks report. But we've gone through it with a specific focus. How are these huge global shifts going to affect businesses right here in the US?
And let me tell you, the report does not pull any punches. It paints a picture of a world that's, well, teetering right on the edge.
I mean, this one sentence from the report really captures the whole mood, doesn't it? It's this feeling of instability, like the systems we've all counted on for so long are starting to fray. So, how are the experts really feeling about the next couple of years?
Well, this chart says it all. A full half of the global experts they surveyed are bracing for a turbulent or even stormy couple of years. And that's a big jump in negative feeling from just last year. And get this, only a tiny 1% think we're heading for calm seas. This isn't just a bad mood, it's a massive signal of deep, deep uncertainty.
So all this uncertainty, it's feeding into what is probably the single biggest theme in the whole report, a brand new era of global competition that is completely redrawing the map for businesses everywhere. The key phrase you need to know is geoeconomic confrontation. To put it simply, this is what happens when economics is used as a weapon. We're talking about governments using trade, tech, and money, not just to get rich, but to gain strategic advantages over their rivals.
But what's absolutely wild here is just how fast this risk has shot up the charts. It has skyrocketed from being the 9th biggest worry last year all the way to number 1. This is the top risk the world is facing for the next 2 years. It's the new reality we all have to navigate.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, it's governments breaking out a whole toolbox of economic weapons. We're talking about things like tariffs, sanctions, and even outright bans on investment, plus state aid to prop up their own industries. And, maybe most importantly, export controls on the really strategic stuff. Things like AI, advanced computer chips, and biotech. You know, the literal building blocks of our future economy.
And believe me, this isn't just abstract policy talk. These decisions have real, tangible consequences. A policy change made thousands of miles away can suddenly mean a critical part for a factory in the US is just stuck in a port, just like this one. For any American business with a global supply chain, this creates constant friction, drives up costs, and just injects a ton of uncertainty into your day-to-day operation. Now, this new era of geoeconomic conflict, it's not happening in a vacuum, right? It's kicking off a whole cascade of economic headwinds that US business leaders are really starting to brace for.
First up, the risk of a major economic downturn. Look at that, it's jumped 8 spots up the list. That tells you that leaders are no longer seeing this as some distant possibility, but as a clear and present danger that could hit everything from consumer spending to business investment.
At the same time, we're seeing the threat of what's being called boomerang inflation, another one that's climbed 8 spots. This is the idea that just when we think we have inflation under control, bam, supply chain problems or trade disputes could cause prices to snap right back up, crushing margins and making planning impossible.
And to round out this lovely trio of economic anxieties, you've got the fear of an asset bubble bursting, which has jumped 7 spots. With so much global money piled into US markets, especially in tech, there's a growing worry that maybe, just maybe, things have gotten a little overheated. And this is the real kicker. This is why these 3 things, a downturn, inflation, and a potential bubble, are so dangerously intertwined, especially for the US. The report points out that the whole world is heavily invested in American markets. That means a major shock here wouldn't just stay here, oh no, it will ripple out and could cause severe damage to the entire global economy. Okay, let's switch gears for a second and talk about technology, because in this new competitive world, it's a real double-edged sword, presenting both huge opportunities and some really scary threats. What's so fascinating here is how the view on tech risk splits into 2 completely different stories. In the short term, the next 2 years, the big worries are things we know well: misinformation, disinformation, and cyber insecurity. But look 10 years out, the game completely changes. The major concern shifts dramatically to the adverse outcomes of AI itself, which just rockets up the rankings to become a top 5 long-term threat.
So what does this all mean for anyone trying to plan for the future? It's huge. It means you have to operate on 2 timelines at once. You have to fight the fires that are right in front of you today, while also preparing your business for a completely different kind of storm that's gathering on the horizon. And this table just lays it all out, crystal clear. Take a look at the 2-year column.
It is dominated by things like geopolitical conflict, social division, and misinformation. Now, cast your eyes over to the 10-year column. It's a totally different world. Geoeconomic confrontation is gone from the top 5, replaced almost entirely by environmental crises and the long-term risks of AI. We are literally shifting from a world of human versus human conflict to a future defined by our relationship with the planet and with our own creations.
And all of this really boils down to one final, crucial question that this report leaves us with. A question every single business leader needs to be asking themselves. In this new age of competition, where the rules are being rewritten on the fly, is your business built for resilience, to withstand these shocks? Or is it still built for rivalry, playing by the old rules? The answer to that question will define the winners and the losers of the turbulent decade that's already begun.